Father packed her favorite bait.
It's not for actually fishing, is it? Oh, it's a grenade. What? Jesus. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful hiking day today. If you're new here, my name is Tixee and I hope you enjoy your time with us. Today we're going to finally continue Wednesday, and it's going to be a journey, honestly. There is some different scenery around us. As you might be able to tell, it might be a little dark, but we have a different kitty here today hanging out, who's not usually around. She's usually outside doing her own thing, but it's late today. I got a late start to recording because real life stuff just kind of caught up with me and whatnot. So she's in my room for the night to go to sleep. But my nose is super itchy. What is with my nose and being itchy these last few times? I'm really enjoying this show a lot, more than I thought I would. I thought it would be a good show, but I didn't know if I would know. I didn't know if it would click with me well enough without having any experience with the Addams family or having any like connection to that, or caring about them as like a series or family or whatever, because I've never seen any of it, right? So I'm glad it's turning out well. I'm liking it a lot. So let's jump right into the episode, shall we?
How well do we really know our parents?
Not well at all.
Take my father.
Oh, right. The whole thing about our father being some sort of like murderer or something.
He was accused of a murder that took place right up there. Which leads me to wonder,
Yeah, what the heck actually happened?
what really happened that stormy night 32 years ago?
Of course, the bright red umbrella. There has to be. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, that is pretty convincing on her side, huh?
But it's all Morticia Frump's fault. They were fighting over her.
Like, I will say that she does have a pretty strong case, obviously, but we also know that she does not really care for Morticia.
Seeing you in handcuffs, accused of murder. I've never loved you more.
Entirely on brand that she'd be into it. I wonder if he's really nervous about returning back here, if he's supposed to be charged for murder. Like, is that not a problem that we're just casually walking into the front doors of this place?
I hope Wednesday's happy to see us.
Fret not, my plum-necked Cupid. I'm sure she's dying to see us.
Not the plum-lipped comment. I mean, he's right, but goodness gracious. That walk is everything. Iconic, truly. I'm gonna start walking like that everywhere I go. It's gonna be really great.
But I'm happy to report that Eugene is on the mend and is expected to make a full recovery.
Is he though? I don't believe anything out of her mouth anymore, truly.
Very best yet.
Also, I just noticed that fountain. Why is there like a statue with why is there like a statue body in it?
Have you been to see him? You're his friend, and the reason he's in the hospital.
Okay, so he is on the mend. He's in a coma. So he's not like fully gone, but also there's no guarantee he comes out of that coma.
How are you, my little rain cloud?
I thought Thing was filling you in on my every move.
You think she didn't know about Thing?
I've been hunted, haunted, and the target of an attempted murder.
Nevermore, I love you so.
Please. They're such an interesting family.
Have you been eating enough red meat?
It's good to see you too, Mom. And you, Dad.
Oh, at least Dad seems sweet and not judgy, you know?
Guessing your dad's no-show again this year.
Yeah. You?
Gabrielle hasn't shown her face since I started here.
My darling daughter.
Oh, and there she is. We don't seem happy about that. That seems like it's a really healthy relationship.
Our old yearbook. I haven't laid eyes on this in over 20 years.
Oh yeah, didn't she rip your page out though?
Oh. My picture's gone.
Yeah, she ripped out your page.
That way Gomez and I can take a little walk down memory lane.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. God, I'm not even their kid and that made me uncomfortable.
Dr. Kimbert and I have spoken, and we both agree it would be most beneficial for you all to attend a family session this weekend.
A family session. Okay, that feels like an ambush. They're just here for the parent trip or whatever.
What can it hurt? I mean, to be honest, I've always been a big fan of head shrinking.
That's different. I don't think you would want to be involved in that. I mean, like, as long as it's not happening to you. Oh no. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good because now he's going to hunt it down. He's going to hunt him down.
I'm not comfortable dredging up the family past with some complete stranger.
You think it's easy for me to sit there and talk about my...
Yeah, that's the point. It's not supposed to be easy. Like, it's not an easy thing to talk to anybody about. But if it's something that's going to help you feel like that might possibly bring you closer to your child, you would think you'd want to do it.
You know Reggie, the local coroner? He just blew his brains out.
Oh, fantastic.
So, who wants to start?
Where are they supposed to start?
It's been hard not having Wednesday around.
Oh. Great.
Murder is secrets that need to be addressed.
Wednesday, stop. This is neither the time nor the place.
Actually, this is exactly the place.
Yeah, it's exactly the place because she can't talk about anything. Like, she can't say anything to anybody. It's fully confidential, so. Also because she can help lead you through your emotions, so.
Thanks for the candy.
Actually, that's potpourri.
Oh, fantastic.
Morning Song community misses you.
And by community, you mean cult.
Not the cult.
We are a personal development movement that helps people take control of their lives.
Oh, God, that is sounding like a cult.
You actually married him.
He wants you to come home so that we can be a real family.
Doesn't feel like she wants to be a part of that.
This wasn't a request.
And if I refuse?
Then everybody here's gonna know how you sirened your way into Nevermore.
Ooh, we sirened our way into it. Uh-oh.
You're just scamming a higher class of people, but they're not your friends.
What a lovely mother-daughter bond. Yeah, honestly, her exposing that, though, would, like, severely damage a lot of her relationships, considering the one with the Xander where he was already, like, not fully trusting her in the beginning of their relationship with using the siren song.
Any updates? He didn't deserve this.
Honestly surprised he's even able to be in a coma, considering he got, like, ginormous lacerations to his stomach and chest.
Well, I brought him some honey.
Eugene loves those dang bees like they're his kids. His fuzzy, fuzzy babies.
Oh, they're so cute. Speaking of cute, fantastic.
We got security footage?
No, it's probably wiped.
Camera was obscured. Black bubblegum.
Shocker.
Black bubblegum. You don't say.
Oh, he's gonna blame it on Nevermore Kid because it's black, isn't he?
Suicide note says he felt guilty about an old case.
What case?
Garrett Gates?
So that just put Wednesday right in the center of everything, which is planned, I'm sure, by whoever's actually doing it. Is she going to see Garrett Gates' grave? Yep, that's where she's going, Garrett Gates. Why they're ripping off the flower thing? Listen, I don't understand a lot of their like thought process because obviously they're very different. Like, I don't know, maybe her ripping off the flowers was a sign of respect thing for her. I have no idea. I have no idea how to interpret their actions because they think like hateful things are good and good things are bad and this and then it's a mess. But also they draw the line at murder, which I appreciate.
We need to tell her.
She'll never believe us.
Nah, you have to tell her. I hate the faceless thing. I'm not a fan of it. It throws me off every single time. Oh, here he comes for Gomez, huh? With his newfound evidence.
How can I help you, Sheriff?
You're under arrest for the murder of Garrett Gates. You have the right to remain silent.
Okay, well, that definitely feels like something that he can't do, even if he is just sheriff. The case has already been put to rest. That he's innocent. So you find one thing that seems to be leading towards him, and you just immediately, he's just unhinged, this guy, just because of black bubblegum and the fact that he's the same coroner that was on the case of like whoever, whatever.
How's your mother?
Devastated. She hates you in Orange.
That's valid. She probably never sees him in Orange.
The very boy you've been arrested for murdering. Care to explain?
Honestly, I feel like you have to tell her, because if anyone can help you out of this, it's probably her at this point. She's smart. Let her know. Let her help.
His infatuation turned into an obsession, and he started stalking her.
Stalking situation.
And that's when I saw him.
They tried to attack you? So it was a case of self-defense. All of this because the girl that you like doesn't like you back. You would go so far as to murdering somebody because the woman you like doesn't like you? You think that's gonna make her like you?
Saw the sword. My survival instinct kicked in.
Oh yeah, that'd do it.
It was a terrible accident.
That story checks out.
But then there's the matter of his tells. The way he smooths his mustache. The way he delivers a comforting wink.
Not the comforting wink.
So as far as fatherhood goes, I would say you've been more than adequate.
Oh, well, that's kind of sweet. Where's the but? Other than that, you're just complimenting him to compliment him? Oh, okay.
Don't you find the timing a tad bit convenient? The coroner kills himself out of remorse for a decades-old murder case the very weekend my father...
It's a setup. It's a very obvious setup.
All I see is a guilty man who's finally going to pay for his crime.
Or an innocent man that you're putting away to prison so that the other person who's murdering people currently can get away.
This may come as a shock, but the world doesn't revolve around you, Adams.
Yeah, but it does revolve around your job, which is you trying to figure out who's currently murdering people.
Unfortunately, someone sabotaged the security camera in the morgue, so we don't know what happened. They stuck bubblegum on the lens. Black bubblegum.
Yeah, so of course you're going to blame somebody with Nevermore.
Every last one of them's gone. So your father doesn't just have Garrett's blood on his hands.
That's a stretch. Because, like, yeah, while Garrett's death led to a lot of that stuff, they also refused to believe that their son could do anything bad. And, like, that heavily weighs into it also. Oh, they're trying to send her to Wolf summer camp.
You want to send me to conversion therapy for werewolves?
Yeah, not conversion therapy. Uh-oh. We don't like that at all. That's very icky. She's so desperate to get her daughter to wolf out that she's going to send her to the equivalent of conversion therapy? Are you kidding? Because she just can't accept her how she is? I would love to see the father, like, actually stand up for her and say something. But it seems like that's just their relationship dynamic. But I'm hoping at one point he'll just have enough of her bleep and put the mom in her place and put her down to stop doing that to Enid.
You forgot your fishing gear.
Father packed her favorite bait.
It's not for actually fishing, is it? Oh, it's a grenade. What? I thought she was talking about like fishing bait and that he was going to pull out fishing bait and start eating it. But I think she is talking about fishing bait, but like he likes to blow them up. I don't understand. Jesus.
Give me one of those.
Didn't you already kill enough fish? Please. Are you even going to collect the fish? Or are you just doing this for fun? I feel like they're just doing it for fun.
Where is Mother anyway?
She said she wanted to be alone. Somewhere where no one will find her.
A little cult room, huh?
I'll never live up to your legacy here. So why try?
That's a valid feeling.
It's not a competition, Wednesday.
I mean, in that sense, it like kind of is. Because she can never be good enough. If that makes sense. Like, even if you're not putting those pressures on her, everyone else is putting those pressures on her. Being like, be like your mom, be like your mom, be like your mom. Your mom did this, she did that. Why aren't you doing this? And it's like, even if you aren't instilling it, it's automatically instilled in Nevermore.
Father didn't kill Garrett Gates, did he?
No.
Did she?
Garrett! Garrett,
And she save him. That also makes sense, yeah. And he took the blame for you, huh?
Put this back on the table.
Why would she put it back on the table? She keeps getting her fingers all over it. That's a little bit of a hole in that plan, huh? They never found her fingerprints on the sword anywhere?
Foaming saliva, dilated pupils, mental confusion. What are those all textbook symptoms of?
Rabies.
This reminds me of when you got your first grave-digging kit.
Grave digging kit, please.
Are you sure you don't want to join?
No, that's okay, darling. I don't want to spoil your fun.
We care about our manicure, as you should.
Moment of truth.
Ugh. What did she find, though?
It's a souvenir from our outing. I borrowed it from Garrett. He died from nightshade poisoning.
So he was gonna die anyways. That's why he was foaming at the mouth and stuff.
Prove to me you're still worthy to be called my son! Kill all those outcasts. Sneak into that dance and spike the punch bowl.
And that's what happens. He was gonna try to kill them all.
He wasn't just trying to kill Father. He was going to use the nightshade poison to murder the entire school.
But then he got himself poisoned when he got smashed against that wall.
That blue sheen is a telltale sign of nightshade poisoning.
But you already knew that, because back when you were sheriff, you were in charge of the case and covered it up.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Someone figured out your story.
Now, if there had been a trial, both Jericho's and Nevermore's reputations would have been trashed.
I think the only reputation you were worried about ruining was your own.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What I resent is that you could have prevented Garrett's death.
Fair point, Morticia. Honestly.
What do you want?
The truth? The truth revealed, maybe? Is what they want.
All charges dropped.
Yeah, just releasing him is good enough, I guess. Like, the truth would be great so that people know for sure that her father is innocent, but at least releasing him in a public apology is good enough, I guess.
And for someone like me, who sees the world through a darker lens.
You're a raven.
Ooh, a raven. Love that.
But we're not trained by the living. Somebody from our bloodline reaches out from beyond to help us when we're ready.
That seems like a terrible strategy on how to handle things. That seems awful. Are you kidding me? You kind of just have to suffer through your powers until one of your ancestors from the past or something reaches down to you and is like, hey, Vesty, I realize you're struggling. Let me help you. I got it. But you have to wait until that moment? That's BS. Imagine like struggling with your power and being basically told, hey, I can't actually help you. You have to wait for somebody to just like reach out to help you. I don't know when. I don't know how. It could be a year, 5 years, 10 years, 1 month from now. Who knows? Just wait.
Sorry about all this.
Did the sheriff at least get told about the story and he can just stop trying to hunt down her father?
It's decided. 6 weeks at Camp Howell. You'll need to pick which activities.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you tell her. Aww.
I'm proud of you, kiddo. You do you.
Love him. At least she has her dad. That's good. Like, it sucks that her mom is as judgy in the way that she is, but at least she has her dad to help balance it a little bit.
But after this, you and Morning Song are out of my life. Forever.
What are you about to do, bestie? What is she putting you up to?
I knew you didn't have what it takes to be a murderer.
As much as that stings.
As much as that stings, please, I cannot with them. Oh, little air kisses. How cute. What are you gonna see in there? Did she leave you a note or something?
I did witness Roan getting murdered that night. When Roan appeared the next morning, it was you. You're a shapeshifter.
Get her, as you should.
His tragic death allowed us to rectify the situation without casting the school or Rowan in an unflattering light.
That seems like a terrible way to handle that situation.
I did what I needed to do to shield the school from controversy and protect its students from harm.
Okay. Yeah. The holier than thou. We do everything to protect our school and our reputation because it cannot be tarnished in any way, shape, or form, or blah, 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 and this and that. It's just, I can't with them. Instead of doing the right thing, they would rather do the thing that, like, does not put them in any bad light at all whatsoever. Fire will rain. Ah. Oh, that's a cool shot, not gonna lie. That was a kind of sickening shot. Fire will rain. That's great. That's really good. I am so tired. It is bedtime. It is way past bedtime for me, honestly. I'm glad I got to watch that episode though. It was good. We're getting a lot of things are starting to unravel about characters' pasts and stuff. Finally getting clarification that our dad is not a murderer. Figuring things out about the actual, what is her name? Wots? What is her name? I know it's something with a W. Whips? You know, the lady, the blonde lady, the tall blonde lady who was the professor, the thing in charge, whatever, of the school. We got confirmation that she is a shapeshifter because we, the audience, knew that because we saw them transform from Rowan to an old person to then her and blah, blah, blah. But then we actually got confirmation from Wednesday's character that Wednesday is aware of that. So that confirms that Rowan is definitely not with us, which I figured was the case because, like I said, we saw that earlier. It's just now we got like full confirmation out of her mouth that it has happened that way. I'm also curious to figure out more about what is going on with Bianca and her mom and how the morning songs, I think they were called the morning songs, like what exactly she is doing for them. They probably said it and I probably missed it, but that's fine. That's totally on me. I'll figure it out eventually. They'll explain it again. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe so you know that when we put another video out. My brain is not braining anymore. It is simply too late. But I will see you in next week's video.